In 2015, Bill Gates stood on a stage and predicted a deadly pandemic would sweep the globe. 5 years later, COVID-19 arrived right on cue. Coincidence? Or blueprint? Today, Gates isn't just warning about the next crisis. He's mapping it out. Airborne pathogens, engineered bioterror, outbreaks in the next 10 to 15 years. And the solutions? Mandatory digital IDs, forced quarantines, a totalitarian biosecurity state where your every move is tracked. For your own good. This isn't prophecy. This is planning. Welcome to the Gates Agenda. Let's dissect the forecasts. In 2017, Gates told world leaders a bioterror attack could kill 30 million people more devastating than a nuclear strike. He wasn't mincing words. Terrorists, he said, could weaponize diseases like smallpox, engineered in hidden labs. The timeline: a major outbreak in the next 10 to 15 years. By 2023, he doubled down. Bioterrorism is now the top threat, outpacing natural pandemics. Airborne pathogens, think weaponized flu, or worse, spreading silently through crowds. He paints vivid scenarios: a single vial released in a subway, cities locked down, economies shattered. But why the obsession? Gates isn't a virologist. He's a software billionaire turned global health czar, with billions invested in vaccines and surveillance tech. Remember the 2019 pandemic drill? Just months before COVID, Gates Foundation co-hosted a simulation with global elites. A fictional coronavirus wipes out 65 million attendees. Pharma CEOs, world leaders, media blackouts scripted. And Gates? His investments in big pharma skyrocketed billions in profits during the crisis. Now, he's at it again. In recent interviews, Gates laments conspiracy theories about vaccines while urging global health agencies to prep for the inevitable next wave. Another pandemic will come, he says flatly. Not if, when, and the pathogens. Engineered, airborne, unstoppable. Social media buzz calls it out. Feels less like a warning and more like a plan. Why predict with such precision unless you're scripting the code? But the real endgame isn't the virus. It's the control. Gates has been pushing digital public infrastructure for years. Secure digital IDs for poverty alleviation, he claims. In his vision, biometric IDs link your health data, finances, and movements. Fast forward to a bioterror emergency. Suddenly, these IDs aren't optional. They're mandatory. Imagine, an airborne outbreak hits. Your phone pings quarantine enforced. Drones monitor compliance, refuse. Your digital wallet freezes. Travel banned. Online chatter warns of this exact playbook. Gates warnings as predictive programming for a surveillance state. He's not fighting poverty. He's building the cage. Quarantines. Gates has long advocated contact tracing apps tied to IDs scaled up from COVID pilots. In his vision, biosecurity means total oversight. Vaccines mandated via your digital profile. Dissent flagged as misinformation. A new era where health data equals citizenship. Critics call it a global surveillance state. Fact-checkers debunk conspiracy claims about forced implants. But when the man forecasting the crisis funds the fix, who profits? Not you. The smoking gun? Gain-of-function research. Labs tweaking viruses to make them deadlier, airborne, transmissible. Gates Foundation poured millions into such studies pre-COVID. Now, he warns of bioterror from the very tech he bankrolls. Is he exposing threats or authoring them? Online discussions tie it back. He made billions on the last one. Prepping the narrative for the next. In 10 to 15 years, he says, it'll hit. 30 million dead. Cities in lockdown. But with digital IDs in place, governments prepared. Totalitarian biosecurity. Track, trace, control. No escape. Bill Gates isn't your savior. He's the architect. The next pandemic isn't coming, it's being built. Wake up, research, resist, because if history repeats, the warnings are just the prologue. ***.